take a good look at that hammer. Not in good shape. That old handle ripped away, it's time for a good old-fashioned restoration. All that surface rust worn away with the wire brush. And down at the bottom, that cap needs to be taken off. A little more work with that wheel sander or grinder to clean up all the different surfaces of the hammer head. Some hand sanding done as well with the finer grits. Now the two prongs at the bottom of the handle cleaned up after that base cap was finally removed. And around that whole handle, a new wood finish is going to be laid down, made of a few different types of wood. A few different colored pieces of wood at that. Some contrast pieces at the center of the whole thing. Then some darker and lighter wood. Added one at a time, checked for spacing and size. They'll be glued into place, one section at a time. Glued, allowed to set, then in comes the next strip of wood. And in the end, a few different strips of a few different colors, ready to be sanded down, planed, and then treated. The sanding first to get any glue off the surface. And one last strip of wood to the outside. Looks ready to start working on now. Clamped into the vise, the planing begins, rounding those sharp edges. And also creating a slope inward toward the neck of this hammer. A little at a time, planed away until the shape is just about right. Now a small groove worn into the handle to make it easier to grip. And once that's done, that cap piece has to get back on, meaning those two prongs need to be cleaned up just a little bit. It takes a few adjustments to make sure that end piece sits down just perfectly on the end of the hammer. And then those two prongs hammered down flat to hold it in place. A quick sand job for the handle and some stain. And this hammer has been fully restored. A magnificent new handle and a magnificent shine to this classic tool.